the light side and the beautiful shadow. Look at that. You see that line in between? You may want to ride that one. You know, riding that line in between. It helps you out. You ain't picking one side. You're walking on both because you understand that you are comprised of both the light and the dark. From the darkness you sprang to come over here. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Gotta get truthful with yourself if you want to help yourself. It's a must. Great morning. It's a must that we get truthful with ourselves in order to help ourselves. It's a must. I was thinking about earlier how people call other people users. We call other people users. We call other people narcissists. What's another word? Manipulators. Even though I don't. If you look at definitions, I'm sure most of us are manipulators also. I'm pretty kind of sure of that. And if you just look at life in general, and even looking in life, looking at how life, your experience, the game of life goes, you can see that, okay, I manipulated this situation. And it also is, what's your intention when you're doing that manipulation? You know what I'm saying? What are you gaining from that? Are you harming someone else? And know that you're harming someone else. Know it. Users, narcissists, manipulators. All of us are those, given the situation and the moment. Some do it in a malicious manner where they know that it is malicious. You yourself has coined their actions as malicious based on how your own personal inner moral compass. You say that it's malicious. They know that they're malicious. And it's still, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it because it's for my higher good. Just because I want that laugh. Just because it is. Yeah, those two things. I just want to. It's for my higher good. And I want to laugh. It's financial gain. It's those things. We do things for those particular reasons. No other than that. And the biggest one is because I wanted to. I did it because I wanted to. And that's a truth that so many people are they're not comfortable with speaking. They're not okay with speaking that truth. So we are all users, narcissists, and manipulators. And energy vampires, that's another one. I didn't even want to use manipulators, but it's in there, so it's there. Energy vampires. We all go around certain people in general, for an experience. All of us interact with each other for an experience, first and foremost. Then when we meet people, we get to know them. We see what it is they're doing. We're feeling how their energy is flowing. We decide at that moment, okay, I want to befriend this person. And this is why I want to befriend them. I want to be around them. And because since I am a responsible conversationalist, a solutionist, and just authentic and honest, I am a user. I am a user. I'm an energy vampire. What's the other one? I have manipulative tendencies in me, and I know what my intentions are behind those. And I'm going to fix that about myself either, because I ain't trying to manipulate nothing. Do what you want to do. I understand free will, and your path ain't got nothing to do with me. But yes, I'm a user. I'm an energy vampire, manipulator, and I'm a narcissist. I'm all of those things. I'm all of those things, and I am so harmless in me being the way that I am, and claiming that I'm those things. Okay, you get around somebody that you like. You see what their profession is. You have a desire for within your own life, but you lack discipline in certain areas. You need instructions. You need a person that has lived a real life event. come forth. And when that happens, you are going to utilize that person to get that knowledge of that which you need to put into your person, which you need and want to put into your person. So at that time, you are using that person for their expertise, for their energy, just for the visual of them being in their element, doing their things. That is why I befriend business people. I befriend entrepreneurs because I am attracted to their drive. I'm attracted to the fact that they are dedicated to their passion. I'm attracted to that very much so. Very much so. So I use them for their entire experience, their energy, and I don't take anything because I come with an energy of giving. And with me having that, knowing that I have an energy of giving, I'm also coming to receive. So I'm going to always make my exchanges be fair because I understand that I am a user. This entire experience is using us to have an experience. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I am a user. I am a narcissist in the manner that I love myself. I always have. I love myself. I adore myself. Even when I'm in moments of I'm not appreciating how my physical may look, how I may not even appreciate how the entire way my being is acting, but I love myself. So, sometimes I get an attitude with my own self. And when I come out that attitude, while in that attitude, I'm fixing myself. I'm making myself, putting myself back in an energy zip code that I enjoy being in. I still love myself. I'm a narcissist in that I love myself, and I think no one else comes before me. I don't put anyone else before me. I include them in my step. I don't put anyone else above me. I love the fuck out of me. Period, point blank. There's all type of narcissists, and that's something else that people need to understand. Yes, there are the narcissists that show up to do that manipulative bullshit that I was talking about earlier. They show up to do that. That is a type of energy, God, source, all-knowing being that particular one is. That's that type of narcissist. There are all types of narcissists. I am a narcissist that is very in love with myself. I talk about self-love. I advocate for self-love. I am a selfish ass energy. I'm a selfish God. I'm a selfish God. And this I know about myself. I'm not in denial of this. I tell myself the truth because I like to stay out my goddamn way. I like to stay out my way. I like to stay out my way. In a manipulative situation, I would say with my boys when they were younger, just because at one part of me, I used to battle. My battle has always been with being a mother because it was something that I was like, this is going to take up too much of my goddamn time. Shit. It's going to take up too much away from me. So I was saying, okay, let me see what these other people are saying when you try to make a child conform to who you want them to be. So I was having a lot of suggestive conversations with my children. And not a lot, but I was testing the waters. And even when I tested that, I didn't like how it felt. I didn't like the box that it was, to me, it seemed like I was trying to put them in a box. And I didn't like the restriction when someone tried to do it to me as a child. And so therefore, I didn't like how I felt when I tried to be manipulative with my children with those suggestive conversations. I didn't like how I felt when I did that either. So I do have the capacity to be a manipulator. I don't like that feeling of coercion in any kind of way because I guess I'm going to blame that on my wild, fiery energy. I'm all smiles and good and you whoop and everything until you try to see if you can tamper with my freedom and the way these pigeon toes strut. Oh, we're gonna have a problem. So my manipulative, I'm a manipulator. I have that capacity in me. And an energy vampire. Oh yes, I equate that one with the same using situation. Being a user because man, look. We all like to be around certain type of people. I enjoy certain kind of people, and I enjoy them because I enjoy their energy for one, and I enjoy the expression that comes from them. I love to see them in action. I love to see love allow itself to roam free. So when I am around that type of energy, I soak it up, baby. I soak it up, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I want to be around you because of what you do to me, what the experience of you does to me. I'm appreciative of that. I'm gonna always show up. I'm gonna always show up and be up under you and just want to see you all the time. I ain't gonna possibly be up under you all the time, but I'm gonna want to see you because that exchange, that energy you got, I want some of it. I'm supposed to have some of it because I'm going to. Should I say I am going to? I'm intended to have some of it. That's why we know each other. And as I am giving to you, I'm also receiving from you. I'm taking it right on. So, yeah. And I realized that I was in the presence of one that I love. He is my favorite person in the whole wide fucking world. He's one of them, should I say. I just love him. But I realized that he was draining me after trying to figure out, why do I always start yawning when I come around this person? Why do I always get so sleepy? And I could have just woke up and did some things that got my adrenaline going. And when I get around him, it's like I'm yawning. You're just, what is going on? So I wasn't a person that was big into the terms, but into the terms. I didn't know what energy vampire was until I actually sat and looked it up and started listening to other people's that have had an experience as such. When they talk about it, I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe that's what that is. Maybe that's what's happening. And I'm like, okay. He make me tired than a bitch, and he don't mean no harm. He just enjoy being around me. So I understand why some people may not be able to relate to what that is, what they're feeling, and what they're actually doing. It's a situation where we came here. We part of our purpose here is to get used. It's to get used in order for us to understand ourselves, what it is we really working with, and to understand this experience within itself. Yeah, to understand this experience within itself. So it's all a part of it. He didn't mean no harm. He just wanted to sit in my energy. He just wanted to sit in my energy. And even though I would be tired as hell, baby, I enjoy sitting in his energy. I still enjoy laying in his arm and smelling him. I still do. Yeah. Users, manipulators, narcissists, energy vampires. We are all of those things. It's the balance of who we are. And accepting it is a big thing about it. You picking and choosing, now that you know, now that you've heard someone say, but once you go and sit down and reflect over your life, you'll know, now that you know what we all are, you have to start deciding, okay, is the way that I'm using this person, is this detrimental to them? Could this possibly cause them some harm? You have to pick and choose what type of people you're going to allow yourself to be used by. Those people that you are siphoning energy from, those that are siphoning energy from you, the situations you've manipulated, the situations you feel you've been manipulated by. What's the other one I said? Narcissism. Yeah, are you one of those malicious ass narcissists? Or are you one of them self-loving ones? You have to go through these things and figure you out. Just say, okay, this is me. This is my truth. If I feel a little fucked up way about it when I was dealing with somebody else, why do I feel a way about that? You got to get into the conversation of that, because once you identify that you are also a part of that, you gotta really look at people and be like, okay, they did that because they wanted to. The same way you did. You would do yourself a huge service. You don't have to do anything. You would do yourself a huge service to start telling yourself the truth about your light and your dark. You're gonna have to start doing that and understand, okay, who I am is very okay. It's very okay. It's perfect who I am. But I must start telling myself the truth as I'm getting to know myself more. Because see, everybody ain't lying about me. I be lying about me, and I gotta stop it. Yeah, we all them things, narcissists. We chaos. We are beautiful chaos, man. Beautiful chaos.